Hi, my name is Yana Janko, and I represent the group tasked with researching launching Go Fro Yo to China. With brevity in mind and an average time it takes for a cup of our wonderful, tasty frozen yogurt to melt, I'm excited to share with you our research to deploy a successful global Fro Yo launch to China. As we know, anyone can sell a product, but not everyone can provide an exceptional experience, one that makes you part of a community, part of a family, and one, most importantly, that makes you smile. From our US mantra, we believe that what makes an exceptional experience is what makes special brands. From our team at global headquarters to our franchisees and team members in store, we take every opportunity to treat our guests like they mean the world to us. We want each and every store to provide its community a place to celebrate, relax, be adventurous, and make an impact. As the global leader in frozen yogurt, all Go Fro Yo locations provide the best-in-class products, world-class service, and unparalleled experience that is both welcoming and fun. Go Fro Yo invites guests to mix and match their favorite yogurt flavors with delicious toppings to create unlimited combinations and ensuring happiness in every cup. Along with population growth and increased disposable income and living standards, as well as an expanding economy, are all contributing to the strong development of China's retail sector. The growing population is also placing pressure on the domestic food and beverage industry and increasing China's need to import more food-related products. Successful consumer marketing in China is in many ways an art as much as science. It combines a sophisticated understanding of local perceptions and preferences and a willingness to embrace unconventional strategy. During the past 3 decades, profound social, economic, and cultural changes in China have converged to create a consumer market that is unlike any other. Complicating matters is the speed at which the market continues to evolve. To win the hearts and the wallets of Chinese consumers, local and multinational firms alike need to master a new art that combines the ability to generate meaningful consumer insights and unprecedented change with the agility to act on these insights quickly and proactively. Chinese consumers have become one of the most sought-after prizes of marketeers. While many of the world's consumers flounder under the weight of GFC, China's middle class just keeps spending more. But such a prize has brought many courtiers, making China one of the most competitive marketers in the world, and a market where the rules are constantly changing. As Chinese consumers earn more discretionary income, they want the quality, brand, convenience, and service associated with Western brands. Consumers often buy goods and services at stores, restaurants, and service establishments that are franchises. Thus, many U.S. franchisees, such as ours, can help fill the needs of China's fast-growing middle class. This group is largely a young, upwardly mobile, and aspirational 2-income family demographic with 1 child and considerable discretionary income. As they become wealthier, Chinese consumers are increasingly prepared to pay a premium for foreign goods, but also expect quality with that additional expense. So while importing our yogurt, frozen yogurt, will cause a markup, marketing programs emphasizing our safe production process and quality product will ensure that the Chinese consumers will be willing to pay the additional expense. From our research, we have found when it comes to safety, Chinese consumers are not price sensitive. When it comes to buying or making a decision, Chinese people rely more on people they know than on marketing or sales channels. With an inherent lack of trust of government-controlled media such as TV, newspapers, and radio, Chinese consumers are more inclined to believe information they read on social media. Sina Weibo, the Twitter-Facebook hybrid, now has more than 325 million users, mostly the sought-after middle-class urbanites who buy foreign products. With word of mouth and social media playing such dominant roles in shaping consumer preference, we need to ensure that we develop a vital virtual presence. Frozen yogurt in China is an attractive market opportunity. China's dairy market is one of the biggest markets worldwide by value and volume. According to a recent study by the Institute for Agriculture and Trade, dairy production and consumption has been soaring in China, with an average growth rate of 12.8% annually since 2000. Furthermore, the country's dairy consumption is anticipated to increase 38% by 2022, making this a ripe opportunity for Go Fro Yo. The Chinese consumer demographic craves products that are in vogue. They want healthy foods and snacks, and they want Western products that embrace Chinese culture. Our initial market testing was extremely positive and encouraging. Located in a bustling shopping area of Guangzhou, the city historically known as Canton, should be our perfect place for the first frozen yogurt franchise to begin spreading smiles in China. Our Chinese guests will be treated to the same healthy, delicious flavors that Go Fro Yo is known for in our private label collection, but with a small twist. Country-specific flavors suited to local palate, from almond cookie to lychee, ginger, and red bean, as well as offering unique Chinese toppings that are both traditional and novel. Introducing Go Fro Yo to China, we of course need to be wary of competition. As it stands right now, the frozen yogurt industry stands wide open. While Haagen-Dazs has filled the luxury dessert ice cream market, only local companies have served frozen yogurt. Although there are a number of big player competitors, our brand, our value, our proposition, and quality will set us aside, and none of these are comparable to what China has seen before. Although China has seen its first frozen yogurt shops open in the past 6 months, the modern Chinese demographic wants Western luxuries consumed in the retail environment. And though we will see local knockoff brands and copy stores, as well as prominent U.S. competitors attempting to take over, our commitment to quality and hormone-free milk from Smiley, California cows and a well-established supply chain will prevail. Go Fro Yo will use multiple methods to approach its target markets. Since our most difficult task will be attracting customers for that first tasting, we have a two-tiered approach. First, an elaborate social media-based marketing campaign to create customer awareness, in addition to free samplings and deep discounts at our grand opening. Furthermore, loyalty programs can help stem the tide of customer defection and negative commentary. Such programs have been effective in persuading Chinese customers and maintaining loyalty in the past. We will follow a deliberate approach in entering the Chinese market. We will begin by shipping frozen yogurt from Go Fro Yo company plants in the U.S. over a 3-year period. And as greater franchises open, and by carefully observing likes and dislikes of local customers, we can consider having a central distribution center. However, the idea of investing in ice cream plants in China would be unfounded given the Chinese consumer distrust of locally grown dairy products. Our numbers here are for establishing a franchise of Go Fro Yo in a medium-scale city in China. The numbers are based off our past franchise experience and also research done on the cost of establishing a business in China. An average frozen yogurt store in China should be expected to see 200 to 400 customers a day. Deducting the operational expenses, the net income the first year should be $120,000 the first year. At this rate, the owner is expected to make up the initial franchise expense within the first 2 years. Go Fro Yo franchises enjoy a strong return on their time and money. Over the first year, we expect a profit of $150,000 to $170,000, and over the next year, we expect to see more substantial profit level growth of $230,000 to $250,000. And as sales increase in the third year onward, we expect our profit growth to be in excess of $250,000. We should expect to spend a significant amount of money on training and to develop a thorough understanding of the legal and business landscape because there are laws specific to China. From concept to opening, there are a number of important steps, which I will briefly outline, that need to be taken. Initially, we need to obtain a notice of pre-approval of the company name, which we need to approach the State Administration of Industry and Commerce for. We need to obtain a preliminary bank account. obtain capital verification from an auditing firm, and apply for registration certificate. We need to obtain the approval to make a company seal from the police department. We need to create a company seal, pay for the fee for the organizational code certificate issued by the Quality and Technology Supervision Bureau, register with the local statistics bureau, open a formal bank account, and apply for the authorization to print or purchase financial invoices and receipts. Uniform invoices need to be purchased, as well as a file for recruitment registration with the local career services needs to be done. Within 30 days of recruiting employees, a new company must register with the local career service center sponsored by the local government. And finally, we must register with Social Welfare Insurance Center. After all these documents have been verified, the authorities will issue a notice to open a social insurance account for the company. The company must then apply to open a special account at the designated bank. The local social insurance office will issue the social insurance registration card to the company on receiving bank notification of account opening. Along with the promise of opportunity, these approaches come with a certain amount of risk as well. As with any art, experience is both the teacher and driver of excellence. We must be certain that our franchises will adapt our products to the new markets as well as cities to ensure that we do not face the challenges that other franchisees have faced in China. Intellectual property protection is uneven in China, and though many U.S. brands have seen their company's name and logo used in unapproved outlets, new Chinese property laws have defined and protected foreign brands' rights. However, these are not uniformly enforced throughout the country. Additionally, we need to ensure that we find managers with strong management skills, because numerous franchises have often experienced difficulties finding local managers who do not understand how to run a business. Lack of government transparency as a foreign investment becomes more successful and new restrictions become more prevalent. Currently, there seems to be a favoritism towards domestic business over foreign. Rising labor costs, with wages increasing 5 to 15% over the last year, inflation, administrative licenses taking much longer than expected, expensive rent even in third-tier cities, and the sheer size of the country makes it a difficulty to get a concentration of stores. Also, a spotty local supply chain means most products will be imported from the U.S. The regulatory environment is evolving, and unclear and changing regulations have created uncertainty for foreign franchisors that had wanted to enter the Chinese market in the past. In 2007, China released new regulations which offered more favorable licensing terms to foreign companies. Now, foreign franchisors can open franchises with only 2 units in the world and can operate within China for only 1 year before opening additional franchises. This creates a much more favorable franchising environment in the Chinese business culture. Additionally, it ensures that licensees will learn how to manage the business correctly before franchising it someone else to ensure the foreign franchise will succeed in China. As we continue to expand internationally, we know opening a location in the rapidly developing Chinese market is an important step for our brand. We look forward to globalizing the frozen yogurt industry with our unique concept and spreading styles to our international fans. I would like to thank the management team for listening to our proposition, as well as my teammates, Monica Mergelson, Stephanie Schmidt, and Michael Simon, and their valuable contributions to this project. Thank you very much.